All right, recording has started, and this is the January 24th, 2023 Rook Community Meeting. So let's get started on our milestone checkups. I don't believe there's anything to talk about for 1.9, so we will probably just scoot on past that.
Yep.
1.10.
Nothing on the board either.
Yep, awesome. So 1.10, there had been some recent releases. I thought .9 was that was since the last community meeting, was it?
Yeah, I think 1.9
okay,
happened
just barely, I think. Yeah.
just barely after or the day of. Yep.
Okay.
And we
Anything
needed a fix.
now, but then this is probably a major note to make here, there, right? Because of this particular regression that then move on to 1.10.10 patch instead.
Exactly. Yep.
Yep.
So there was an issue with most, well, it should have affected most clusters on 1.9 or 1.10.9 because if they don't have encryption enabled, which is most clusters, then some encryption settings were accidentally being applied, and then it was causing mounts to fail and things. So yeah, we got that fixed in 1.10.10. So we got that fixed out as soon as we could.
Alrighty, and then so we'll go to the just seeing what the fix looked like. Sorry. And then
I'm trying to remember now why the CI didn't catch it, because I think it also
older
only
kernels.
affected older kernels. Yeah, so
Yeah.
I think that's why the CI wasn't affected.
But the adopter base, the user base, they have a bit more of a extensive set of environment configurations out there than we do in CI. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, so then let's look at 1.10.10 then, which then was that a scoped fix then to fix that regression essentially?
Yeah, so they had a couple of doc changes and then that main fix, and then there happened to be a custom ceph.conf override fix at the same time that had been merged just after the last release. So yep, that's good. So
All
yeah,
right.
that's actually an important note for that release, that the custom ceph.conf overrides that are not very often used with the CSI driver with the client, but they hadn't been working apparently since the feature was introduced. So a few people had commented it hadn't been working in the past, but now it should be working.
Is that something, and that's not though something that should be backported to 1.9?
I don't think so, since unless if somebody asked for it, we could, but I feel like it wasn't noticed really that feature wasn't working, or only a couple people that haven't been super active, as I recall. But yeah, I just don't think it's necessary unless somebody asks for it.
Alrighty, then let's move on to then what's planned for upcoming releases of 1.10 with 1.10.11 regular cadence, I believe, for February 7th. Anything to call out here? There's nothing in review, nothing right now that's in progress. Maybe some things that are in the done column, or just, hey, there's going to be another patch release 1.10.11 that's coming up on the regular cadence.
Right, and that's a little longer than the regular cadence. I think that'll be 3 weeks, but I think we'll be fine. I'm going to be out tomorrow for a week, so I think there's nothing urgent. I think Alexander has the steps on. We documented it this last week, and we merged a PR around those steps. So someone could do a release if needed while I'm out, but nothing urgent that I'm aware of for that. Yep.
All right, then let's move on to 1.11, which through the month of February will be upcoming on the release itself. So, we've got the initial beta release, like a release candidate, that will be coming out in about 3 weeks or so, I think, the middle of February, February 15th. And let's take a look at things on the board and progress to mention here that's going to be important for 1.11.
Yeah, and those are tentative dates, I'd say. But it would be nice to get out around then, mid-February, and what we talked about last time, I think. So, I think it was around the 1st of August when we had 1.10. So it's been a while since we had a release, longer than usual, I guess, for whatever reason. But yeah, some things are in progress. I don't know if anything's blocking the 1.10 release, although a few things are about ready to get in. Probably those things that are review in progress would be good to make sure in time, but they're so close, I think that won't be a problem. So I'll create a new column here for blocking release and make sure we start tracking towards what we really needed.
Yep. Yeah.
But
that'd be really helpful.
In general, our upgrade process is flexible enough that getting things into a patch release is generally okay too. One potential thing may be that the CSI driver, the next minor release of that, may be around the same time, and we may need to delay a few days, or I don't know how long exactly for that, or we just get it into a patch release as well. But it'd be really nice to include it at the same time. I'm following up with the CSI team on that.
Okay, that sounds good. Other comments, concerns from folks on the call about the 1.11 release or issues that may be of importance for folks here?
Yeah, and even though it has been since like August since our release, I feel like this is a release where it's just kind of a cadence. There's no huge breaking changes or huge new features. There's definitely some important features, but not I'd say nothing of note for breaking changes or any of that. But it'll just be a good minor release. Yep. I don't know what else to say about 1.11.
All right. Sounds good. Sounds good. All right, so let's then close down this one, and then I think we can go ahead and move on to community topics section then. So yeah, so the maintainer talk has been submitted then.
Yeah, exactly. I confirmed that we'll do a panel, and for a panel for KubeCon they have certain restrictions that over half the people can't be from the same company, and all of them can't be male. And anyway, so Deepika will be representing us, and Alexander from Coeur, and then Blaine and I from our team. And we'll be there in person in Amsterdam. Looking forward to that first conference in person in 3 years or so. Great. For that format, I guess I need to follow up with Alexander and Deepika, but I'm kind of thinking, since it's a panel, it'd be nice to do a slightly different format where we can have some discussion. I think it'd still be nice to start off with some sort of intro for around 10 minutes, and then maybe each of us take some time to talk about a feature or two or something to that effect. But then, yeah, I want to figure out how to work into some discussion. I'm just not sure yet. I'm not sure how many questions we'll get with an actual panel type of thing if people bring questions.
Yeah, I was just thinking that because it is a panel, that may be a good opportunity to have engagement from audience. So I wonder, one way to potentially drive a little bit more in opportunity, especially for people that aren't there, is that on Slack, within the community ahead of KubeCon, we can collect some questions before of, hey, what are some topics that people want to hear about? What are some more detailed things that people want to get some insight into? And then we can have those available as topics to dive into with the panel at the end, if there aren't live questions as well, or augment the live questions.
Yeah, that's a great idea. Just to, what do people want to hear about? Even if they're not there, they can see the recording later. Yep.
Yeah, at least it could be a source of high quality content.
Yeah, I like that. And even if people don't have, we could start off with live questions and then maybe go to some of those prepared questions that we've gotten. That'd be good. and just rotate answering questions that we prepared answers for.
Yeah, exactly.
Then it doesn't turn into just another recording or another presentation. It's the same as always.
Yep. Okay. Yeah. See if there's anything interesting that comes out of that. Especially forward-looking stuff too. If like people want to see, like, talk about like direction, and new features, and like vision for the future stuff, that could be interesting.
Yeah.
Okay. Any other ideas or thoughts on the maintainer talk session for KubeCon Amsterdam? Definitely looking forward to seeing you all in Amsterdam. I am expecting to be there as well, so we should definitely get together and hang out a bit for sure.
Oh, definitely. Yeah. Is that when you'll already be in Europe?
Yeah. I will already be in Europe. I'm not too long before then, only like a week or so before will I be then going for the start of 3 months in Europe. So it'll be near the beginning of my trip there.
Nice. Okay.
Okay. Sweet. And then another item, Travis, for you about the Ceph exporter.
Yeah, it's just a feature that I was thinking, it'd be good just to mention it in the community meeting to say Ceph has a new component, the Ceph exporter, which we merged a design doc for it a month or two back. But basically, the exporter is a more efficient way for collecting Ceph metrics, because the Ceph metrics previously were all reported to the Ceph manager, which is getting more and more loaded with all the metrics and other responsibilities it has. And for a single point of failure, the Ceph team has redesigned to be this exporter, which is a daemon running on each node that will collect all the metrics from daemons running on that node. So all the mons, OSDs, MDS, whatever daemons running on a node, they'll report to this admin socket, and then the exporter will collect things and then report them to Prometheus directly. So yeah, we're getting ready to merge that, and it'll be in 1.11, and it'll be good for especially larger clusters who would have more metrics collection bottlenecks. So I don't know, unless there's any questions, that's all I had for mentioning that.
So in this design doc that's already been approved, merged, done there. So now we're just on implementation now that the design has been agreed upon.
Exactly.
Cool.
Under design docs, I'm not sure there's a link from that PR directly, but
yeah, there was at least to the design PR here. Yeah.
Great.
I'll just throw this in the agenda too. So it's available there. Okay. Cool. And then yeah, you just gave it a thorough review just within the last 24 hours. So progress is still being made. All right. Cool. Well, that's everything on the agenda for today. Any other topics that folks wanted to bring up while we are here? Okay. Going once. Going twice. All right. Well, so good to see everybody. And then yeah, so the next release coming up then will be the 1.10.11. And then in the middle of February, 1.11 release candidate beta, and then moving towards the end of the month with the actual 1.11 release. So yep, good to see everybody today.
Good to see you too.
Take care.
All righty. Have a good one.
Bye. Good to see you.